Welcome to another character profile, and today I'm going to look at the world of somebody famous for hiding in the crowd as desperate eyes try to find him. And no, it's not Edward Snowden. I'm referring to Wally from the Where's Wally books. Created by Martin Handford and first published in 1987, these are more than just mere puzzle books. They are an explosion of creativity straight from Handford's pencil, and one of the most fun series of books ever crafted. The premise is very simple. Wally is a frequent traveler. One, I imagine, buys a lot of pudding cups just to collect the air miles points, who makes his way to various lands and worlds populated by crowds of people. Now, when I was younger, it actually took me a while to find Wally. Now it takes me maybe 30 seconds at most. But in the end, it's not about whether you find Wally or not, but rather looking at some of the hilarious goings-on that happen on each page. Wally could be on the other side of the page, and there'll still be something interesting happening in your eyesight. I was always partial to this one, set in the future. I also really like this one, set in a Transylvanian castle. Although there is one page that was very tricky, in which a whole bunch of Wallys appeared. But the correct one is missing a shoe. There's your hint. Wally would also be joined on his journey by various companions, who would also be hiding in the illustrations. His dog, Woof, is dressed like him, oddly enough, and considering he gets lost just as much as Wally does, you would think he would have gotten a leash by now. Wizard Whitebeard would spread scrolls around which Wally would have to find. Oddlaw was Wally's enemy, dressed in yellow striped clothing, and was appropriately sneaky. Wally's cane, hat, and spectacles would also be scattered through the books to find. So even upon finding Wally, the fun had only just begun. In 1991, Deke produced a short-lived series based on Where's Wally, and it was actually quite good, despite only running for 13 episodes. It understood the humor of the books and did a nice job of depicting the various places Wally visited and adding stories to them. Probably knowing that Wally did not have much of a personality, the writers made him blissfully happy and optimistic about even the deadliest of scenarios, which was incredibly funny. The other characters, like Woof and Oddlaw, were also utilized well, though for some reason Brad Garrett voiced Wizard Whitebeard like Rodney Dangerfield. The show even utilized the Where's Wally function by stopping at certain frames and trying to make you find him. Though, like in the books, it's not that hard. If you're a Where's Wally fan, there's a lot to appreciate about how they adapted it into an animated series. Speaking of adaptations, there's been a lot of talk over the years of a film based on Where's Wally. Rumor has it Jim Carrey was attached to play him at one point, and it's been hopping from studio to studio for a while now. Nickelodeon wanted to make one, but that fell through. Then Universal and Illumination announced plans to produce it, but that also appears to have been cancelled, as the project is currently at MGM. Whether we'll see a Where's Wally film adaptation made in the future, who knows. But it has a lot of potential to work. Now, some of you might be wondering why I refer to him as Wally and not Waldo. Well, it's because I don't know why his name was changed to Waldo. Did the president of the American publisher just have a vendetta against the name Wally? Pixar had no trouble naming a certain robot Wally, so why the switch to Waldo? It really bothers me because of how pointless it is. It's hardly an obscure and unusual name on this side of the Atlantic. Oh well. In any case, Where's Wally is a funny and fantastic series of books that will definitely live on for a very long time. See you next time.